This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Yes, we're back on this guitar again. This is the vintage V72H that you may have seen the unboxing video of last week sometime, can't remember. And maybe you saw the video yesterday where I was kind of showing you the process that I go through of making these videos, and this guitar featured in both of those. It's basically a 320 quid or thereabouts telecaster thin line humbucker style guitar, and I've had it a little while now, like, you know, kind of enough time to form some conclusions, and I'll tell you what those are right after we've heard how it sounds. And there is, of course, a full tab for that little piece of music there in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with the jam track I was playing to and the video of me playing the solo. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address and the link is in the description. It's only £2.50 or $3 a month, and you get access to all of these other extra little goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. Thank you so much to everyone who supports me in that way or any of the other ways, all of which are linked down below in the description. Thank you once again, everyone. So let's talk about this guitar then. As I say, it's 300 quid plus change. It's 320 something basically, and you're getting a lot of guitar for your money for that price, it has to be said. You may have seen the video where I was kind of umming and ahhing about whether to buy one of these or the Squire Classic Vibe 70s thin line telly, and yeah, it was a genuine, well, it was decided on the flip of a coin, and I'm kind of glad that this one is the one that we ended up with, because it is a lovely thing. Let's talk about its good points. As you heard in that piece of music there, you know, whole range of sounds that it can do. I mean, the clean sounds from these humbuckers are, you know, really rather good. You know, often I find with humbucker equipped guitars, it can be the clean sound where you are somewhat, you know, lacking. It sounds great, you know, on its own, but in a mix it tends to be a little bit too dominant. It'll tend to be too fat a sound to sit properly in a mix a lot of the time. I find that with especially with Les Paul style guitars, they're not good at doing the kind of strummy cowboy chord sort of stuff, like you heard in that there. But this is a beautifully transparent sound, but still retains that warmth. As you heard as I was doing that kind of lead stuff as well, you know, just the clean lead stuff, something like that, especially if I go to the bridge pickup. It maintains, you know, that sort of characteristic Telecaster quack, or kind of that sort of Telecaster bridge pickup sound, however you would describe it, but a fatter, more humbuckery version of it. And, you know, as you could hear, it did all the kind of overdriven shouty stuff with aplomb as well. So a very versatile guitar. It's very comfortable to play. It has what you would probably call, you know, a baby bear porridge neck profile. It's just right. You'd probably describe this as a C-shaped neck. If you're comfortable on, you know, like a Fender style neck, then you're probably going to be okay on this. Fretboard radius, I don't know, feels like a 12-inch or something like that. I'll put the spec to the guitar down in the description as well, so if you want to dig in amongst the facts and figures, go, you know, knock yourself out basically. But it's a very comfortable neck to play on. You know, access to the top frets, although I didn't tend to do much of that in that solo there. You've got the nice ergonomic heel joint there, which allows you to get, you know, right up to the dusty end, even with big Rottweiler paws like I've got. You know, I'm not feeling cramped or restricted anywhere like that. It's as light as a feather that's been on a slim fast diet, because it's made largely of fresh air. You know, it's got big cavities in there that possibly that's adding to the, you know, both the warmth and the brightness of the sound. I don't know. I wouldn't claim to be an expert in such things. All I know is it's comfortable and it sounds good. And straight out the box, beautifully set up. There's nothing I would do to change this setup aside from taking these rather, to my fingers, weedy feeling 9 to 42 gauge strings off it and putting a set of 10 to 46s on, and obviously then there would be, you know, kind of truss rod adjustment and intonation adjustment that you'd need to do. But, you know, that's all small beer really, isn't it? You know, in terms of, you know, the fit and finish on the guitar, there's one thing that kind of I'm looking at now, and I'll show you it in a moment, that if it were on like a ridiculously expensive guitar, I'd be a bit, you know, kind of furrowed brow over it. But on this style of guitar, I'll show you what I mean. If I just grab the webcam and try and focus in on it there. Let's try and get this. I may have to. There we go. Can you see there's something that looks like some sort of residue or something in the wood grain there. I don't know whether that's some sort of buffing compound or something that's just a natural property of the wood. I do not know. But it's, you know, it is kind of, you know, perhaps because it's so white and the fretboard is so brown that kind of leaps out at you. But I mean, come on. I'm really being nitpicky there on a 300 quid guitar to say, oh yeah, well that is, you know, a cosmetic flaw. Elsewhere, I mean, there are no, I mean, it's spotless. You know, there's nothing you can say about it. If you remember the video where I was shopping for this, I think they were using 2 different guitars for the stock photos on Guitar Amp Keyboard, or GAC, or whatever you want to call it, because the top on one of the photos was, you know, absolutely gorgeous, and the other one, it was a bit sort of lackluster and plain. Well, I seem to have got one of the gorgeous ones. You can see there probably that there is, even though it's only a veneer, there's no way that's a photo flame finish. That is, you know, a veneer, true, but it's wood. You can see the movement in the grain there, and that coupled with the you can see there it's got like a pearloid scratch plate, pickguard, whatever you want to call it. That is just the right side of ostentatious for my tastes. You know, if you were to slap some gold-plated hardware on this, it would be over the line, and it would be starting to look a little bit, you know, kind of Medallion Man kind of territory. But you know, this is just about right. Wilkinson Hardware, all-round Wilkinson tuners. They're not the locking, you know, those easy lock variety that Wilkinson do. They're just standard kind of split post Cluson style ones. They work. They tune the guitar, they keep it in tune, they feel nice and smooth. You've got, as you can see from this little label here, you've got a Graphtec newborn nut. That's probably having a fair bit to do with the tuning stability. Simple meat and potato switching, 3-way selector, volume and tone. What I discovered in the unboxing video was that these pickups do really clean up nicely from the guitar's volume control. I mean, I'm kind of got a nice clean sort of vintagey sort of sound now, like courtesy of the Sonic 8 Rockstage. If I flick to the bridge pickup and crank the guitar's volume up full, no pedals involved here, just and then back off again, and I've got my clean sound back. Back in the ancient mists of time when I used to be out gigging, you know, every weekend, that was a big bonus for me, because it meant I didn't need to be, you know, at a particular, tied to a particular point on a stage where I'm kind of having to do the tap dancing routine to switch between, you know, different sounds. I've got it all there, and I can, you know, I can make use of the stage. You know, I can have a wander about a bit, and you know, I just prefer that way of going from clean to dirty sounds, really, on the fly. It's always a big consideration for me when kind of trying out the guitar. Can you do that with it? And yes, you can, it seems. So there you go. It's a very comfortable guitar to play. It's beautifully set up. There's one very, 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 very tiny little cosmetic issue with it, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. It sounds great, it looks nice, and it gets the job done. So, yeah, is this guitar going to be hanging around? Well, no, it isn't. This was never going to be, you know, a guitar that was going to be staying. This is just a livestock guitar. This isn't a family pet. I'm going to be selling this on, and hopefully with the revenue made from the videos I've made with this guitar, it will show me a little bit of profit and go on to its new owner, who I'm sure it will make very happy. So there you go, folks. Those are my thoughts and conclusions on the vintage V72H thin line twin humbucker Telecaster style guitar. Let me know what you think of the guitar. Is it something that you know, that floats your boat as much as it does mine? Or, you know, let me know what you think either way. And that is pretty much it for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video, found it reasonably entertaining and informative. And if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not give me a like while you're at it? So I'll take this opportunity now to say thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your time, and look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.